Early morning, the jungle is a little bit under control. Pond project not looking very good. Looking for the hole, and it will take a while. Today we will move the plants out. The smaller ones, so I have space in here. And I bring everything into the sun that has the power to flower. Everything bigger like this. These go out now. Yeah, and apart from that, clean up. I want space. Greenhouse will be changed to make it easier for me. Fewer plants and more space in between. Here are my old shoes, and I think their time is coming soon. I held on to them as long as I could because they were a gift from my wife, and it just breaks my heart to throw something away that I got from her. So but now's the time, I think. We will ride into battle one last time this year. Hey Mika, time for a little early morning break. Here's the result of our work. A lot of plants that where I'm worried about the sun again, so we might shade them a little, but I would see how the weather goes in the next weeks. You know, at some point you just have to face them with the sun. I mean, it's always the same. These were in the greenhouse, so they sort of seen a fair amount of sunlight, but they were in a poorer spot. So that's when you need to make a risk assessment. Personally, I think some of them might be burned, so maybe I gotta move a big umbrella here, something like that. And I hate it, but it must be done probably. So I got this as a gift, and it's a total piece of trash. It's for sitting, and when you sit, it's like you're being pierced by 3 rods that come out here, and here. I mean, you can probably get between this if you are tiny, but I cannot. So it's like I'm being tortured with this thing. This is the type of stuff that we shouldn't produce because it's just trash. The gloves are still wet from yesterday, from the mud. I hate it. I hate having wet. It's like having wet socks. It's disgusting. The grass situation has become better. I had to do something because I had 3 ticks within just a few days that have been tick bites, and tick bites are dangerous for me. When I have a tick on my leg, I instantly realize it. I notice it because the leg stops working properly. And yeah, that's how I noticed, because every time I have a tick there, it comes back. So being very aware of anything where ticks can jump over. Well, that's a lot. We have to sort out this year. I can just tell it every time again. And a lot of these are good. All of these are actually good. So this is going to be rough. But I do not want to work like this anymore. I do not want to work with crooked pots, with 2 packed pots. Not enough space between and all that. I want to have the space I need. So we will sort out everything that isn't necessary. In here, clean up, but done for now. I can't walk anymore. Leg just doesn't work from the tick bite. But, I mean, it was important that we get space for the Lobivia. I wanted to bring them out early because of the water that they got and the sunlight that was necessary to bring them back, but now they need to be protected from the tall grass that comes through everywhere. And it's just hard to keep the grass under control here because everything's crooked. You would have to straighten everything out, the ground, and it's very difficult here. This is basically on a ravine, maybe something like that. So they will go inside the greenhouses. Also, so you can make crosses in a protected manner. You cannot keep them outside too long. It's just for a limited time. I just wanted to see what comes back and what doesn't come back, so I can focus on repotting on the future soon. Everything that flowers this year, the good ones will be sorted out immediately, and the bad ones will be sorted out too. So I'm inside taking a break. I'm completely destroyed, and I have wet socks, and I hate when I have wet socks. It's disgusting. But that's what you get. That's what I get for working with completely disheveled shoes with holes in them, where the water leaks in and all, for dumb reasons. In here it's getting a little bit cleaner. I want to dry out the area, and I want to clean the window panels at the bottom to let in more light, and then we will bring in the lobivia. They need a place to flower, so they can do it here. Over here I have a broken off side arm of Sörensia vasquezi, Trichocereus vasquezi. Yeah, it fell. It just broke off. So unfortunately, for the first time it was flowering and now it broke off. So I will try to root it in sand, pure sand, full sun, and a little bit of water every now and then. And hopefully we still get flowers. It's not impossible, but yeah, it's small. I don't think it will have a lot of energy, but we will try it out. I want to see the flower. I actually was happy to finally photograph it, because there's so few good photos. I'm working on my book, on my Sörensia book, which will have these included too. And yeah, not enough good photos. So I hope to see the flowers. I will put it in this kind of sand. Lots of clay, sandstone and all. And it will get full sun, so the soil will be dry instantly. I don't think it will be wet enough to allow the base to produce an infection, even if it gets watered and is covered. So we will try it out. We will give it just pure sand, so we can continue to water it a little bit while it is flowering. I want to see the flowers, and I'm not giving up. Okay, so this will hold the plant up and hopefully do not rot while it is flowering. I just need something to hold it stable, and I want to have the chance to water. I know that I'm not able to see what's going on below, but that's a problem that I will deal with after the flowering. The main plant of this is still completely alright, so it will continue to pop again, and maybe flower too. But this year, this is the chance we have to see the flowers. I do not think that the main plant will flower this year. It put all the energy into this one, and it just grew too fast. This is the kind of spot that I'm talking about. Getting full sun, leaving no chance for the soil to become wet for longer than maybe an hour. So here's a little noodle that's just lying in the way. Looks alright. Hey friend, be careful. It's not safe here. But yeah, I just wanted to go to the mailbox, but he's making no movement. Well, I will just walk past him. I do not even want to touch these. These are protected, and I take it seriously. So yeah, move along, sir. Here we also have problems with the grass. This needs to be cut too. Everything that hangs over. All of the seedlings need to go out, so we can decide what we keep and what we cannot keep. And then in the future we will sort them out completely differently. Not like here. This is too shady for small seedlings. But it also means I have less space for seedlings and all. So we need another greenhouse just for the seedlings. Otherwise, They will be shaded in no matter where we put them. I only have a small greenhouse for seedlings, and yeah, it's not enough. It will not be enough. A lot of work, and I can only do so much every day. Let's have a look here. They're starting to flower in here. I just saw that this Validus hybrid is flowering too, or this Validus strain. I gotta look at the label, but it's flowering like crazy. Flower is white, but it's a nice body. I like that. This is looking good. TPM, still waiting for the treatment, but we will do it in the next days. With neem. I'm scared, so I need a little bit more time. Here's one that I cut. A little bit orange, so it needs to be out in the fresh air, but protected from the rain. Absolutely no water now, because this is the result of water hitting the wound. This is very sensitive. Might not make it. You can see it already got a little bit of frost in the greenhouse. But I will give it another chance. Put it into a sunny spot where it can stay. And then we'll see how it looks in maybe a year. Starting to look good again. Makes you see how many plants you have when you just put them in front of you. I hate it. I hate everything about it. It's too much. We need to scale back. But what are you gonna do, right? Everything you can either decide, you can choose to not sow out your seeds, or you be faced with impossible decisions every year. Yeah, this is so much work. It is ridiculous. You only do it once a year. So there's that. But I hate it. I hate it. I hate moving plants around, and especially if it's bigger ones that require additional assistance. It's like, I don't know, moving a truck. Reducing humidity spots in the greenhouse. You have grass coming out of every little crack, so you need to keep it low. Otherwise you have this humidity chamber at the bottom, and it's bad for everything. It creates problems no matter in which season. Even in summer you can get problems. This one here will be hard to save, but we will try it. It has infections everywhere. This is bad material, but it's also a rare hybrid, so who knows. Maybe one pup would be enough. I will remove this part here, because this is definitely rotten. This one could dry up in a way like dry rot, but this is actually we're grinding on the border to where you should throw the stuff away. This one here is very up on my list to be sorted out if it does anything that I do not like. So this is really just the last chance. Over here I have a few Chiloensis seedlings, and they require a separate pot. They deserve it, so I will give it to them. Just wanted to show them how they look like right now. If you would keep them in this pot, they would fight again. They would compete against each other, compete for space, and in the end you would have maybe 4 left. And yeah, if you repot them early, then you avoid that. There's too much humidity in here, so we're opening up. In here, it's almost empty, this side. And everything that really bothers me, that really pisses me off, goes into the trash can. In here, in this greenhouse, I'm an angry god. Everything that causes problems just can't stay. So yeah, clearing out everything that looks ugly. In the future we will remove a lot harsher. I just do not have the space to keep too many plants around. And for next year I want to have the large plants on this side too. On both sides actually. This will look great. Okay, progress. It's not looking good, but it's looking better. The plants that are still there, we left them there because there's a spider web there and I didn't want to make the spider homeless. I know it's funny, but I want to give it another day to move. Maybe it realizes that this is a bad spot. And apart from that, finally some space. I'm tired. We are both tired, and now it's time to end this. I cannot take this any longer. Going inside now, I want to show you what we did. So these are all seedlings that were there. I wasn't sure about the sun resistance, so we put them in the shade. And now in the next days, cleanup continues. The windows need to be cleaned, that light comes through without being you would be surprised how much light this eats up, like this algae kind of stuff. Needs to be removed now. And in here, want to let it dry up. We'll put nothing in that area, in that spot behind, because this needs to dry out completely so I can clean it up. And in the front here, I want to put some lobevia, where I feel like they should go back inside. When they are flowering, I want them in a controlled environment. But until then, they get a lot of water and sun outside. But for now, I would start moving the lobevia inside. They are small, not heavy, and the flowers are great for breeding with some multi-hybrids. But we would scale back on the lobevia this year. That I can already tell you. They will only be the best. Just the best. And apart from that, yeah. Next year, this greenhouse here will look differently. Not sure what we're doing, but something needs to happen because I need a different setup. We will change some things, maybe a little additional shelf or a little table to bring the small ones higher up. But since we will have medium-sized plants in here, it will not be such a big problem in here. But in the other greenhouses, this one medium-sized green plants, the other greenhouse has the seedlings, and the last greenhouse has the columnar cacti. And this would, for example, allow me to put in a table, bring these a little higher, because when you have columnar cacti in between, you cannot do that. But when you have them sorted by size, you might. So that's the plan. Yeah. Okay. End of the day, I cannot take it any longer. This is just a very exhausting time of the year. I can barely walk, and with help. So this is a pretty rough job. Cannot do this long term. Things need to be easier for me in the future if I want to continue breeding, and I probably won't want to. I want to do my videos, show everything. So fewer plants everywhere, more light. We will try to get in more light, and yeah, maybe we can buy another greenhouse for the seedlings, which is absolutely necessary. You cannot breed like this. You cannot. You would have to give away all the seedlings, everything to other breeders, and just hope that they will grow your stuff. But most prioritize their own plants. So you are always in a situation where you gotta hope that the breeder will not unload them to the compost bin at some point. And when you're a breeder who is not, I mean, they do not know what will hit them once my plants start flowering one after the other, the good ones, you know. But for now, there's a big risk that some of the stuff ends up on the compost bin, and I will not allow that to happen. It's basically the result of my work, hard earned work. A lot of breeders grow my stuff, and they are happy to, but you never know. It's not only about space and giving space to other breeders' plants. It's also about not everyone can keep them alive until they flower, including me. So yeah, we gotta change some things so we can see what we breed here. We will make crosses every year. We will sow out in winter, and then we will see them flowering. So this is a long-term project, and to do it right, we must scale back so we can focus on what we keep. All right, thank you guys.